Kablam and kablam.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How we doing, everybody? Welcome
Hey.
to Pain and Gain Pick'ems, episode number 8. Last week was, it was
interesting
something.
to say the least.
It was something. It was something for sure, but that was week 7. Now we got to get to week number 8, and week number 8 of the Pain and Gain Pick'em starts right about
now.
Oh, now. The name of that song is called 88 Miles Per Hour. Great Scott.
Hey, man.
Football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear. Hey, Pizzle, Elsie Muscles, and Tiny Tim are here in the flesh, baby, ready to bring you some pain and gain. Pick'ems. What's going on, everybody? I, of course, am your host with the most. Hey, Pizzle. Alex Putnam representing the now 2 and 4 Miami Dolphins, who this week, they might get back on the right track with Tua coming back. We shall see. We shall see about that. Joining me as always, Mr. LC Muscles 28, representing the Stallers.
Let's go, Stallers. We are 5-2, and guess what? Patrick Starr is no longer relevant. Why?
That's right.
Because Russell Wilson can indeed cook for now.
He can cook. Mm-hmm. Yes, he can. And Mr. Tiny Tim representing America's team.
Hey, everybody. It's your boy, Tiny Tim, America's favorite armchair football fan. Oh, wait a minute. I'm forgetting something here. Hold up a second.
Gosh.
Don't worry. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. That's my little rally towel here.
Oh, rally towel.
Yeah, because Cowboys are back in action after their bye week. But, of course, I have the dubious task of traveling into their House of Horrors, Levi Stadium.
Oh.
But we'll be talking about that here in a little while. Great to see everybody here. And, of course, we'll be getting more people in here. Dashy, how you doing? Vampire, Joshua.
Joshua Cook.
Going, everybody.
Dashy, how we doing, guys?
Of course, we got Dashy here, and he put it up. We might as well do it.
Oh, might as well. Might as well. There it is right there, and there it is right there.
Ooh, banana.
Of course.
And yes, that did take...
It was 26 hours at last
26 hours to make.
And as we always say, 26 hours and worth every damn minute.
Every damn minute. Before we get to our picks, we got a little bit of a congratulations to one Mr. Tiny Tim, who won $700 off of Prize Picks this past Sunday.
Yeah, when LC started giving his best bets for each of the games, that kind of got me a little bit curious. So I was looking at some sites here and there, and I looked at Prize Picks, and I thought it'd be all right. So I had my list over here that you see here on the screen here. I knew this was a surefire list to get me some money. First, of course, starting with Henry.
Henry.
Got him. I mean, that 61-yard rush, he put me over the top. It was Derrick Henry. He was my last hope, and he did it for me. And of course, I got grid numbers from A.J. Brown, Jameer Gibbs, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, Kareem Hunt. That list right there got me 700 big ones. I,
Hey
Oh
man,
yeah.
happy to help.
I don't think I've ever won this much money, and I don't think I've ever won. I mean, last time I won a lot of money was I think it was like $150 at a casino in Shreveport, but that was a long time. But that was a long time ago. But
Hey man,
Hell yeah.
if any of y'all are interested in Prize Picks, if any of this sounds good to you, just
Do it.
send me a message. I could give you a reference number, or a reference
Oh.
code.
yep, reference code,
Yeah,
reference
that's
link,
right.
or
And
me. I'm also on there as well. So
oh, yeah, hit either one of us up if you're interested in this. But
exactly, man.
yeah,
We're here to help you.
Use that promo code Pain and Gain.
I
Ooh,
wish we
yeah,
were sponsored. That'd be nice.
possibly.
yeah.
We shall see. But yeah, Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, Jameer Gibbs, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, and Kareem Hunt.
Hell yeah.
Solid, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, thank you. I'm kind of looking for another good list I could put together.
Don't worry, I'm still researching as we speak.
All right.
Okay. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right down to it.
Do it.
Starting out tomorrow night, Thursday night football, as it is, the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams game is in Los Angeles. And from what I am seeing right here, the Vikings are 3-point favorites.
Well, this one actually has
Not
been
so fast, my friend.
not so fast, my friend. On Yahoo Sports, it is 3, but on Hard Rock, the official sports back of the NFL, the official sports back of Florida, not in the NFL, but Florida, it's 2.5.
Oh, damn.
So actually has moved up a little bit.
Referee for this game is
Referee for the game is going to be Tra.
Blake.
Rob Blake, and calling this game on Amazon Prime Video, we got Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. And the lowest ticketed price, $77.
For Los Angeles, that makes sense.
For LA, yeah, that definitely does make sense. Who you guys got and why? Vikings.
Before we do that,
versus-
actually, there's a super chat.
Oh,
Our man Josh.
Our man Joshua Cook with a $5. Pizzle definitely did have fun in Indy last week. He went 10-5. His Colts are facing the Houston Texans, the Strouds, as they like to be called. Watch his picks tonight. Cassie Cage versus everyone on Joshua Cook's YouTube channel. Much appreciated to you, good sir, as always. Who you guys got and why? Who you guys got and why? Vikings versus Rams. Woo.
Who would like to go first? Who would like to go first?
Okay,
What?
I guess
Oh, you go
I guess the money man will go first. All right, Minnesota is going into Los Angeles, and I am just looking up some information right here. Looks like, yeah, according to ESPN, it's Minnesota about 3, and according to the analytics, the Vikings have a 53.7% chance. Sam Darnold is actually not become. He's growing. This guy's growing now. He's no longer the Sam Darnold that we used to know.
No, he's not.
He's actually gotten a lot better. Justin Jefferson is still doing pretty good with the boys. Matthew Stafford with those Rams, they're still a little bit shaky. They're at 45.9% to win this game. So I'm going to take the better quarterback, better receivers. I'm just going to keep this simple. Give me the Vikings over the Rams for a score of 27-21.
Yeah. Vikings are coming off their first loss of the season, and the defense had a rough go at it against the Detroit Lions. The Rams dominated the Raiders' offense last week, but this is a much bit of a tougher challenge, if you will. So look for the Vikings to get back on the right track here on both sides of the ball. Vikings take it as Sam Darnold plays well. I got the Vikings as well. Final score 27-17. Skull.
Minnesota Vikings and the Rams. Vikings lead the overall series 27-18-2. The Rams have actually won the last two matchups in this, but before that, the Vikings have won 5 in a row. So realistically, I expect the Vikings to get back on track. And my buddy who's actually a Rams fan saying, yeah, they suck right now. It's tough because they just don't have enough talent on both ends. And the problem is, it's just tough to realistically be a Rams fan right now because, yeah, the Rams are just realistically not the team that they have. They just have too many injuries. And they did not have a good fourth quarter against the Raiders. They almost let the Raiders come back and win that game, which was a little shocking to begin. But you know what? I think that the Vikings will play a much better game. They're on the road. They're coming off their first loss. I think that they're usually going to rebound after a loss. And definitely one thing statistic that's been interesting is there's been statistics where usually when a team plays at home, then goes on the road the next week, they usually win. So we're going to play that again. So I'm going to say that the Minnesota Vikings will get the job done against the Rams. My final score for this game is going to be Vikings. I'm going to say Vikings 34, Rams 24. Give me the Rams to win this game. And my best bet for this game, which I think the Rams will be down a lot and they're going to have to pass, is Matthew Stafford over, pull up right here, 33.5 passing attempts.
Over. Okay. I like it. I like that. Okay. Next game on the list. Now we get to the Sunday slates. Starting at the 1 o'clock games. Let's just get this one out of the way because I don't want to talk about this fucking team anymore. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. This game is in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Dolphins are somehow, some way, 3.5-point favorites.
Let me look on the Hard Rock app. It is 3.5 on Hard Rock, and on the Yahoo Sports app, it is 3.5. So both ends.
Referee for this game is?
Referee for the Cardinals and the Dolphins is Clay Martin.
Calling this game on Fox, we got Jason Benetti and Mark Schlereth. Lowest ticketed price is $54. You all know the rules. Save me for last. Who you got?
Miami Dolphins have owned this series, so let's be honest here. The Dolphins have owned this series against the Arizona Cardinals 10-3. The last time the Cardinals have won in Miami was by 1 point in 2004, November 7, 2004. But the Dolphins, though, the Cardinals, that's actually their only win in Miami. Out of all the attempts they've tried to play in Miami, they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times they played in Miami. They've only won once, and it was by 1 point. So Miami has the edge at home, and also a big statistic, which somehow got proven on last week, but still majority of the time when a West Coast team goes to the East Coast and plays a 1 o'clock game, it's usually means they're going to lose. They're going to struggle. Somehow the Seahawks destroy the Falcons, which we'll talk about both teams a little later. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go the home team because, honestly, I think that the Miami Dolphins are going to get the job done. Having Tua back is going to be a huge boost for them, just morally wise. I don't think they'll have a great game, but I think Arizona will keep it close. So this is actually my point spread game of the week. This is my point spread game of the week. I think that they keep it close, but at the end of the day, because the last couple of matchups against the Dolphins, they've kept it within 3 points and 3 points respectively. So I think they're going to keep it within 3 points. Give me the Dolphins to win, but Arizona to cover. 27-24. Give me the Dolphins to win. And if I have to go best bet, I think this is finally something that has to happen. First game back in Miami in a while.
Yes,
Tua Tagovailoa throws it to Tyreek Hill for a touchdown.
Yes, Luke, it is confirmed. Tua is back.
All right. Well, It is nice to see Tua back in the lineup for the Dolphins. Of course, as LC mentioned, the old ways of West Coast teams traveling to East Coast, especially for the early games, usually not that successful. I like that prop bet of Tua to Tyreek. Uh, Sounds pretty good. In fact, Arizona is they're okay, but I think Miami can pull one out again. I'm feeling pretty good about Tua, but as Dashy said right there in the chat, says Dolphins,
Proceed
but
with
I'm going
caution.
to proceed with caution. Yeah, yes, I mean what Tua has gone through in his career so far, and I mean it's one more hit, and that'll probably be it. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be over. I ain't gonna be no coming back.
Don't call it a
So
comeback.
I just yeah, just be careful with that. Give me the Dolphins over the Cardinals by a score of 24-19, and I say fins up.
All right. Okay. You heard what LC had to say? You heard what Tiny Tim had to say. I guess it's my turn to do this.
Call!
So yeah, it looks like the Dolphins will have Tua back after missing time with his concussion issues once again. This should jumpstart an offense that has been struggling for weeks. If we have to see Tim Boyle on this field again, I don't want to see Tim Boyle on the field ever again. Cardinals are playing on the road after a short week after playing the Chargers Monday night. This is a tough situation that is compounded by the return of Tua. Is Marvin Harrison Jr. playing this game? Because I know he's been hurt for a while. Any confirmation on that?
Let's see here. Well, I do not see him on the Cardinals injury report.
LC, do you know that?
I'm
No.
I'm not sure. I am going to go ahead and look right now, and I will give you a confirmation in a little bit.
Because our offense this year has been struggling like crazy. I saw a little graph. We've only scored through 7 games. We've scored 11.6 points. That's less than the 2008 Detroit Lions, who went 0-16, and that is less than the 2017 Cleveland Browns, who also went 0-16. So I hope I'm wrong, but I'm on the other side. Sound the alarm. This team makes me drink.
Oh.
Yeah. I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully this reverse psychology works. But I'm going with the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals win pretty big. 30-15. Give me Arizona. This is the way
Maybe reverse psychology could work, I guess. I don't know.
We'll see. Because it didn't work last week. Actually, no, it did. Actually, last week I picked the Dolphins. So,
right.
Yeah. Anyways, next game on the list. And by the way, no, I will not be streaming this game, unfortunately, because I got an invite to this next game that I will be attending, as it is the Green Bay Mother-Loving Packers against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is in Jacksonville. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Green Bay Packers are 4-point favorites.
On Hard Rock, they are 4, and on Yahoo Sports, they're 4. So
okay.
Referee for this game is
Referee for Packers and Jaguars is the man with the most common basic name, Land Clark.
Land Clark.
The land who loves land.
And calling this game on Fox, we have Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. Lowest ticketed price, $101.
Wait, you said you're attending this game?
Yes, I will be there.
Wait, what?
I will be there.
Really? Huh.
I got an invite. I will be going to Jacksonville.
Wow.
Seeing the
How
Jaguars
about that?
for the first time ever.
Who is it from? Is it from the man himself?
No, it's not from who?
Is it from the man himself, Tom Grossi?
No, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You got invited
Trevor
to Trevor
Lawrence.
Lawrence?
No, it's a friend. Let's say it's
Oh,
a friend.
I was
I thought you were going to say if it wasn't Trevor Lawrence, it might have been Mark Brunell
David Garrard.
or David Garrard.
David Garrard. All right. Yeah. Jaguars and Packers versus Jaguars. Who you guys got and why? Tim, let's hear from you first, actually.
Yeah, go right ahead, Tiny Tim.
All right. Let me see here. Let me get back on my notes here. Just got the ESPN app going, checking out all the games here. Took a little bit of a gander at this the schedule here last night. Let me get to the Jags. Jags and Pack 5-2, Jags 2-5. And looks like Jordan Love. Oh,
All you need is love.
All you need is love. That's right. He's already at 1,351 passing yards for the year. Doing quite well, I must say. Josh Jacobs doing okay. Trevor Lawrence, he's doing okay, but not as good. 66.1% chance of victory for the Packers according to the ESPN Analytics. So this is almost a mismatch, but I am going to take the Pack. Give it the Packers over the Jags by a score of 31-21. All you need is love. Love will keep us together. Love is a many splendid thing.
Love is a drug.
Right.
That's a song too. I know it.
I'll have to look at that up.
Yeah, Jaguars are back at home after 2 games in London, so they're finally back on U.S. turf.
Thank goodness we don't do any more London accents for the rest of the year.
No more. Thank God. Thank God, 'cause that was... I apologize to anybody who actually dealt with that. But this Packers team is a big step up in a class from the Patriots, who they played last week, and the Bears, who they played before. The Packers do have the Lions next week, so they could be looking ahead towards that game. But let's not forget, this is still the NFL. No teams are pushovers here. But honestly, it won't matter because Jordan Love will light up that Jacksonville secondary, who cannot slow down anybody. Give me the Packers to beat the Jaguars. My final score is, believe it or not, the same as Tiny Tim's, 31-21. Go.
Wow.
All right.
Go.
Let me go ahead and go into my picks, my thoughts on this game. Packers lead the overall series 5-2. These teams have played 4 times in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's only won once in 2008 by a score of 20-16. But all these matchups have honestly been close. The total margin of victory for this game has only been about 27 points in all their games. Only one game has had a score difference of greater than 10. That was their first ever matchup in 1995 when they beat the Jaguars by 10. But otherwise, the Jaguars have kept it within one score every single time, or within 10 points. They did have that game 24-15, but that was in Green Bay. But every other score in Jacksonville has within one score. I think this game is definitely going to be a one-score game, but I think the Packers will get the job done. The Packers will get the job done, but the Jaguars will make them work for it. Give me a final score. It's actually not going to be your guys' same. It's going to be a final score of 27-20. Give me the Green Bay Packers to win this game. my best bet for this game, honestly, would be Josh Jacobs over anytime touchdown. He just got his first receiving touchdown last week, and I expect him to do well again this week.
Actually, really quick. Ask and you shall receive. There we go. All right. Next game on the list. Oh, boy. Let's just play it right now. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. That is a groove that's so smooth, you know?
It is, man. Yeah, I love it. New York Jets versus New England Patriots. This game is in Foxborough.
Yeah.
And the Jets are somehow 7-point favorites.
Yes, they are. 7-point favorites across the board.
Crazy.
I know.
Referee for this game is
Craig Rolstad.
And let's see, Patriots and Jets. Oh my, calling you the game for the Jets and the Patriots. It's the spirit with Adidas. It's the hook at the home on the road. It's going in for the touchdown. Jay Ajayi.
Miraculous.
Wonderful. Miraculous. Strum diddly-umptious. And Adam Archuleta as well.
Right.
Lowest ticket of price is $104.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The legend himself, Spiro Adidas.
Spiro Adidas. Named after a Pokemon.
Yeah, that's actually kind of true because there is a Pokemon called Spiro.
Hell no to the no. The Patriots are back at home after a loss in London to the Jaguars. Defense had major issues in that game, which is why Aaron Rodgers and the Jets offense, now with Devontae Adams, can get back on the right track against this Patriots defense. So look for the Jets to put up a big performance from Rodgers and Breece Hall as, I wouldn't say necessarily a blowout, but they do some damage to those Patriots. So I'm going with the Jets to beat the Patriots 24-14. Give me the Jets.
Last two times these two teams played last year, the Patriots acquitted a combined 6 points. So, do they score more than 3 points in their game this year? I say yes, but not by much. Expect the Jets and former Packer teammates, now Jets teammates, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, to light up this Patriots secondary like it's no tomorrow.
Well, you mean they didn't last week?
No, because they got crushed by the Steelers.
Yeah. Devontae Adams lost to the Steelers twice in a week.
Twice in 1 week, which is absolutely amazing. I love every bit of that. But hey, we'll talk about the Steelers in a little bit. But anyways, expect the Patriots to do something, get a garbage time touchdown late, but the Jets will win this game convincingly. Final score 27-10. Give me the Jets to win this game convincingly. Best bet of the game is going to be Devontae Adams over receptions. I think this is a game where he really gets his groove with Aaron Rodgers. Right now, they say he's at 4.5, but yeah.
Okay, so that
Breece Hall
was
with 3.5 is a good one as well.
Breece Hall with 3.5. What was that again?
Receptions.
Okay, 3.5 receptions.
So Breece Hall and Devontae Adams over receptions.
Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good. Actually, I actually see this game closer than a lot of people say. I think those Jets will get a bounce back now that you got Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams back together. They're going to make a good combination here. The Patriots are going to make them work for it. This is actually my point spread game of the week. My final score is 27-23. I'm going to take the Jets with the victory, but I'm taking the Patriots with the points.
All right. Next game on the list we have is, let's see here. This one, I don't know. We'll see. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. This game is in Cleveland. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Factory of Sadness. That's right. Ravens are 8.5-point favorites.
They're actually down to 8 on Hard Rock and on the. So it's weird because Yahoo has 9 and Hard Rock has 8.
How did it go down?
Well, because Jameis Winston is announced a starter.
That's true. Referee for this game is
Sean Smith.
And calling this game on CBS, we had Tom McCarthy, Ross Tucker, and Jay Feely. Lowest ticketed price for this one is, what is Browns rate? $22.
That sounds so accurate.
22.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, someone broke into my car in
$22.
Cleveland. I had 2 Browns tickets in my car.
They
Now
left me 6.
10. They left me 10.
Dashy wants me to play it. They are who they thought
these
they were.
things. They are who they thought they were. Oh, they want to hit the late great Daniel Green.
Now,
That is
if
great.
you want
Dennis
to crown them,
Green, yeah.
then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
So accurate.
That's right. Ravens versus Browns. This one, Ravens are playing 2 consecutive road games. They're doing so in a short week. Does it really matter? Absolutely not.
Hell no. Hell no.
Actually, hold on a second.
It don't matter. Hell no.
Does it matter that they're playing on a short week against this pitiful Browns team? Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen. So nice, I played it twice. The way the offense is playing and the way Cleveland's offense is struggling, the way Baltimore's been playing, oh man, it won't matter. That's right, Luke Nukem. 2 words. Oh,
Henry. That needs to be a
Oh,
movie to get.
Henry. Yes.
Henry. Jameis
I need
Winston
to
will
hear.
likely start for the Browns, but won't be able to keep up with the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. I got the Ravens beating the Browns 31-17. This is not my lock of the week, but the Ravens win convincingly. Quote the Raven. Nevermore.
Yes, I'm going to agree wholeheartedly with Alex right there. As I said, it was King Henry who put me over the top and got me that big money from Prize Picks. And of course, he's a sure bet for me. I got to figure out what is the best bet for King Henry, who I believe is on track to do something that no other running back has ever done.
Oh.
Rushed for 2,000 yards in 2 different seasons. No one has done that before.
What's his stats right now? Where's he at?
Let's
where's he at right now?
Derrick Henry, right now, he has, according to ESPN here, he right now has 873 rushing yards.
You could do it.
873 yards. In 7
873.
games.
I think you could do it. Going up against the Browns.
He
this
did have the
week.
one bad game against the Chiefs, but otherwise he's had over 80 yards in every single game.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
And Lamar Jackson is playing like he could win his 2nd straight league MVP award. I mean, when you got talent like that, that is bottled lightning right there. And that lightning is gone.
68.2% completion percentage and 15 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That's unreal, man.
Yes, that is totally unreal. This is the best quarterback running back tandem right now in the NFL. The Browns do not have a chance. Those Ravens are going to kick the Browns so hard, the Browns are probably going to land over in Cincinnati.
Oh, Lord.
Boy,
Dashy wouldn't like that.
No, Dashy wouldn't like that one bit.
Oh no.
And just like Alex, this is not my lock of the week, but I have the Ravens convincingly to win this one. Give me the Ravens 31-14. Quote the Ravens, nevermore.
Man, oh man, oh man. It's been tough, especially because he actually did play. Jameis Winston, his only time he actually played against the Ravens was back in 2018. And they lost 20-12 back then. Jameis Winston went 13-25 for 157 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and also allowed a sack. Yeah, he has done. That means he's done pretty bad against them. I'm not locking the Baltimore Ravens, even though they do have a 36-14 win loss record against them. The reason why is because the Browns beat Baltimore last year in Baltimore 33-31. But the last time these two teams played in Cleveland, it was 28-3 Baltimore.
Oh.
I honestly see something close to that. I honestly don't think Jameis is putting up 12 points like he did in 2018. This is going to be a rough time, especially now that the Browns do not have Amari Cooper. Nick Chubb, I'm glad he's back from his injury, but let's be honest, he's a shell of his former self. I think this game is over by halftime. This is not my lock of the week, but this game is going to be a blowout. Let's be honest here. Final score is going to be Ravens 42, Browns 7. Give me the Ravens. But here's the thing, though.
Ooh.
Want to know something funny? 3 baseball teams have scored 20 runs. Almost every single college football team now, including with Kennesaw State, who was the worst offense in the league, have scored over 20 points. Every NFL team has scored over 20 points, but the Browns have not scored 20 points all year.
Wow.
Damn.
So the Browns' offense is so bad, they have not had over 20 points in any game this season. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I'll tell you
When
what.
Oakland Athletics scored 20 runs, the Cleveland Browns have it. When the Oakland Athletics can put up more runs or points on the board than the Browns, a professional football team, that's saying something.
I'll tell you what. The Cleveland Browns are really bad.
How bad are they?
They are so bad they make Hello Kitty say goodbye.
Ah!
Oh, that's good. Holy shit, that's good.
Boom, boom.
I love it.
They're so bad they make onions cry.
Oh, man. All right. Next game on the list, I'm pretty sure this one will most likely be unanimous. We shall see. But it is the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. This game is in Detroit. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Lions are 11-point favorites.
Yep, 11-point favorites on they're 11-point favorites. Oh, come on, get back here. 11-point favorite, 11.5 on Yahoo actually, but 11 on the Hard Rock app.
Referee for this game is
Carl Sheffers.
And calling this game on Fox, we have Kevin Googler and Daryl Johnston, a.k.a.
Moose.
Moose. Ah. Oh, shit. Almost knocked my beer over. Lowest ticketed price for Titans versus the Lions, $199.
You mind if I go first on this one, Alex?
Go.
Yeah, go for it.
Lions are the best team in the NFC. Let's be honest here. They're the best team in the NFC. They proved that last week against the Minnesota Vikings. But hold your horses, my friends. This Titans team actually has a decent record against the Lions all the time.
They do.
10-3, they lead the overall series.
Oh.
The Lions have only won 3 times. It's 1971, 1986, and 1995. They have not won a game since 1995. And also the problem is they've only won 1 game at home versus the Titans all time. That was in 1986. So this will be the Lions' first win against the Titans, if they pull it off, since 1986. They bucked trends before. They're going to do it again. Give me the Detroit Lions in manslaughter in this game. I'm sorry, Mason Rudolph. That red-nosed reindeer of yours is not going to be having his nose shining bright after this game. Lions are going to take advantage and destroy the Titans, and this game won't even be close. Final score. And you know what, Alex? Lock him in.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
This team ain't a joke no more. Lions best team in the NFC. Titans maybe the second worst team in the AFC. I mean, Lions best team in the NFC. Titans second worst team in the AFC. Lions win this game. Want to know my score?
55-9.
63-9.
63.
3 points. And here's my bold prediction. You guys want to know my bold prediction for this?
Jared Goff throws
Titans.
for 8 touchdowns.
No. It's
Breaks the
actually,
record.
I was considering that, but no.
Breaks the record.
Hendon Hooker will come into the game and throw for more touchdowns than Mason Rudolph does.
Ooh.
Hendon Hooker, the rookie from
Tennessee. He's not a rookie anymore. He was actually on the injured reserve last year because of his torn ACL he suffered in college.
Let's be honest, this is his rookie year. Let's
Correct.
consider it his rookie year because he wasn't.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. My bold prediction.
All right, Tim, what say you about this?
I have to agree with LC. Detroit is probably the most dangerous team right now in the whole NFC. Yes, I say better than the Niners, better than the Chickens, better than the Packers, better than all of them. Detroit is the real deal. This ain't your older brother's Detroit Lions. No. Just like he said, this ain't no joke. They're no longer a joke anymore. They have come a long way from that 0-16 season. I mean, they have just worked and worked and worked. They turned the thing around, and they are legitimate contenders. Now, I'm not going to be as wild and crazy as with LC on his score, but I see the Lions winning this one convincingly by a score of 24-10.
Yeah, Titans are out on the road for the second straight week. Their quarterback situation remains shaky as hell. It's Mason Rudolph getting the start over, well, Mayo Man meme legend Levis. So that's not a good thing when you're facing a team with an offensive line or defensive line, or doesn't matter. You're facing the Lions. You're going to get your ass whipped regardless. It will be tough to keep up for the Titans. The Lions will keep on rolling with big numbers in a big victory as Jared Goff and the Lions stay hot. I am agreeing. I'm making this unanimous. I am as well going with the Detroit Lions final score 37-10. And I'm not only just picking the Lions, I'm locking them up.
Hey,
And this is my stone cold lock of the
double up.
century. Or the week.
Nice, I like that.
37-10. Not the same old Lions.
All right.
By any stretch of the words. All right. Next game on the list. We got those Philadelphia Chickens.
Yeah.
Against the Cincinnati Bengals. This game is in Cincinnati. And from what I am seeing right here, the Bengals are 2.5-point favorites.
They are 2.5 on Hard Rock, and on the Yahoo Sports app, they're 2. So I'm surprised they went down to 2. It was 2.5 for the whole week. But
Referee for this game is?
referee for Eagles and Bengals is going to be John Hussey. There you go.
Oh,
This is a decent ref, Dashi.
And calling this game on, I believe this is on CBS. Yes, it is. Ian Eagle and Charles Davis.
Okay, so it's a CBS B team.
CBS B team, and the lowest ticketed price, $245.
That makes sense. It's the
Eagles.
Eagles and the Bengals who have been coming back. So
yeah. Actually, Tim, let's hear what you have to say on this one first.
yeah, Tiny Tim. Let's.
Well, It seems like those chickens are
So much better than
than chickens.
yes.
I
Somehow,
mean,
some way.
somehow, I knew they would get the big victory. I knew they weren't going to lose against those Giants, which means that Nick Sirianni's job is still safe for now, anyway.
For now.
For now. But now they're going to Cincinnati, where they're playing a slightly better Bengals team. So, yeah, Philadelphia is still in disarray. Cincinnati, I think they got their crap together. So I'm taking Philadelphia's going to make them work for it.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a close game. But in the end, and Dash, you're going to love this, buddy. I see the Bengals taking down those chickens 26-23. And even though I have Philadelphia on the losing end, you know who I have to hear.
Yeah.
The Eagles
Yeah.
are so much better than the Eagles.
I don't know.
You gotta love that guy.
Senator Romy
With a mustache.
with a mustache.
Yeah, both teams seem to have rightened things from their slow starts. Eagles are playing consecutive road games, which will be a challenge after winning a divisional game last week against the New Jersey Giants. The Philadelphia defense will be challenged by Joe Burrow, by Jamar Chase, by Tyler Boyd, by T. Higgins, by all those guys there.
Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki, that's right. Big M, miss you. So look for Joe Burrow to have a big day. Bengals win it to even their record to, I believe to make them 4-4. Bengals beat the Eagles 30-24, but just for the hell of it.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Oh, that's right. My bad. Tyler Boyd isn't on the Bengals anymore.
He's on the Titans.
It's on the Tennessee Titans. My
You
apologies.
know what? You want to know an interesting stat about this series? Bengals lead the series 9-3-2, but the Eagles have never won in Cincinnati before. Cincinnati has been their house of horrors.
Never.
Nope, never. The last time these two teams played was in 2020, the COVID year. These teams tied.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
I forgot about that.
The last 5 matchups, 2 ties and 3 losses for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I remember that. That was that was week 1 of 2020, right?
Yeah, no, it was week 3. Week 3. September 27, 2020. Day after my birthday. But yeah, the Eagles have never won in Cincinnati before.
Never, ever. Ever.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Yep, they've never won. Never once. They've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities to win in Philadelphia, and they never have. And Cincinnati, they're hot lately. They've been playing pretty well, even though it does concern they gave up a garbage time touchdown to Cleveland late in the Bengals-Browns game. I think that the Cincinnati Bengals will get the job done, but let's be honest, both of these teams' defenses are pretty bad. I think this is a high-scoring matchup. If you see the points it's definitely going to be an over game. I think that both teams will perform way beyond the over. I think this is going to be a high-scoring matchup. Over-under is 48. Actually, I think this is going to easily go to 50 or 60. So Bengals will get the job done, though. I think Jamar Chase is going to have a fantastic day. My final score is going to be Bengals 35, Eagles 31. Give me the Bengals. Is this my game of the week? No, it's not. We're actually going to get into that a little bit later.
Just made a wager with a friend on this game. Oh, interesting. Look, I'd like to hear what that wager is. Is this your game of the week? No, it's not.
Yeah, no.
Wait.
We'll that.
Wait. Who'd you pick again?
I picked the Cincinnati Bengals 35-31 over the Eagles.
Third time's a charm.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
The legend himself.
It wasn't
That meme will live on in infamy.
Because of us. You're welcome, John Fetterman. All right. Next game on the list we have is the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. This game is in Houston, and from what I am seeing right here, the Texans are 5-point favorites.
And on the Yahoo Sports, it is 5, and on the Hard Rock, it is 4.5. Huh.
Ooh.
It actually dropped a little bit. It's actually been dropping this whole week. It was originally Texans 7.
Friendly Wagers channel. Okay, I'll check that out after we get through. But this
It actually was Texans 7. Now it's down to Texans 4.5. Seems suspicious, but I'll keep my eye on it.
all right. Referee for this game is
Brad Allen.
and calling this game on CBS, we have Andrew Catalan and Tiki Barber. And the lowest ticketed price, Colts versus Texans, $103.
And that sounds about right.
So believe it or not, this is for first place in the division.
Yes, it is.
Colts haven't played well, and they've played a soft schedule, but they are somehow, some way, 4-3.
Yep.
Somehow, some way. Anthony Richardson has struggled throwing it, which is a bit of a problem. Texans are coming off a tough loss to the Packers on the road, where the offense struggled just a little bit. I think that will change here. I think the Texans get it going on offense and get back their victory. Give me Houston to get the job done over Indy 27-20. Stroud's approve.
Shrouds.
No moon.
Yeah.
My thing with this game is this has been a very interesting series just because the fact that these teams have completely split like every single series ever. Colts lead the series 33-12, and the Texans are looking for their – well, it hasn't been a split every year, so the Colts have swept some years. But the thing is, though, Texans, they're looking for their first ever sweep of the Indianapolis Colts in franchise history. Which is crazy to think about. The Texans have won the last 2 games, including the two really good games last time. The last time, though, the Colts played the Texans was week 2 of last year, and that was a pretty good matchup. That was the game where Anthony Richardson got hurt for the first time. So Anthony Richardson needs to stay healthy, and this is definitely a personal game for him. I think the Colts will keep it close, but in the end, I think the Strouds get the job done and will get the win against the Indianapolis Colts. I just don't think with Jonathan Taylor having his first game back in 3 weeks with this high ankle sprain injury is going to help out much. Pittman is doubtful for this game as well, which will help things, and along with Josh Downs. So not having receiving targets to throw to will be a problem because both of them are nursing injuries. Not only that, the Houston Texans should be having a fully healthy offense without Nico Collins. I know Nico Collins is still hurt, but I still think that this team is in very good shape. I think the Texans will get the job done. Strouds get it done. Final score, 31-21. Give me the Houston Texans to finally get their first ever sweep of the Indianapolis Colts.
First ever. Took him 22 years.
22 years.
Took him long enough.
22 years. Man, that's a long time. I actually thought that I heard that Nico Collins was possibly going to get back in the lineup this week for the Texans.
There is a possibility, but they're not rushing it. I did hear about that.
Not rushing it. Well, that's a smart thing. But actually, it seems like my difference maker is Joe Mixon. I mean, I'm totally impressed about the way Joe Mixon has helped that offense right there. I mean, he used to run it up in Cincinnati. Now he's running it up in Houston. And I think he'll run it up against the defense here. AJ Richardson, 3 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. That gives me serious cause to pause right there. So I am going to take the Texans over the Colts by a score of 20-16.
All right. Next game on the list. I believe this is the last 1 o'clock game on the slate. 1 o'clock.
It is the last one.
Yes, it is. If it's the one I'm thinking of, let me scroll here. Yes, it is. As it is, the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game is in Tampa Bay, and from what I am seeing right here, Falcons are 2.5 point favorites.
Yes, they are 2.5-point favorites on both books.
Referee for this game is
Referee for the Falcons and the Buccaneers is Sean Hawkiller.
and calling this game on Fox, Adam Amin and Greg Olson.
And that's the Fox B team.
And the lowest ticketed price, $65. $65 to see
That
Kirk
sounds about right.
Chains and the Baker Man.
Swag surfing Kirk.
What?
Because have you seen that meme where he
What?
does the swag surfing with the crowd after they beat the Falcons on Thursday Night Football?
Yes.
Oh, trust me, I was there for the swag surfing in Atlanta. It's fun, man. That environment's crazy, man. It's fun.
Oh, I'll bet.
But my Steelers won.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so
Yes, they did. Falcons, Bucks, who you guys got and why?
might as well go first on this one. I'm already talking about it. So Falcons and Buccaneers.
Swag surf.
My thing is, what was Todd Bowles thinking of keeping Godwin in the game and the stars
And
in the
Mike
game?
Evans,
The game was
too.
complete. Well, Mike Evans, the game was already – well, that was before halftime. So there's that. But there's no reason to keep the starters in after that point. There's no –
Especially when you're losing by that much.
You were losing by that. You were losing by over 30.
And
No
how
reason.
much time on the clock was left when he got hurt?
It was like less than a minute.
Stupid.
The series is actually tied 31 apiece. The Falcons did win overtime earlier this year, and they are looking to complete the sweep against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Falcons have won 3 of the last 5 games. And honestly, though, I think the Falcons complete the sweep. I just do not think that the decision to play Godwin and Baker Mayfield for the whole game, honestly, was I think that's going to bite them. I think that's going to bite them at the end of the year, man. It's going to be brutal. I think the Falcons will win this game, and I think they'll take sole place at the NFC South, and I think they'll keep that lead there. And also Kirk Cousins in a 1:00 game, he's usually really good. And last week, the Falcons absolutely got embarrassed by the Seahawks. So traveling on the road, I remember that statistic earlier, the team that travels on the road after losing badly at home, they usually win. So I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons to win this game, and they will take those not only the lead in the series, but they will also take the lead in the NFC South. Final score 34-17. Give me the Atlanta Falcons.
Hi, Kipper.
I give
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. What does this comment say?
Wait, you want me to highlight it?
Oh my goodness!
I'm reading it right now. Gary, did you take your meds today? Gary, that's not happening.
That's not true, Gary. No, that's not true. No.
That's not happening. Carl Bronflosky looking son of a bitch.
He does look like Carl
From Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yes. He's a skinnier Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Hey, from here. I can see Gary doing that. That should be your Halloween costume this year, Gary.
He already is. He already is.
Just be it for Halloween. Impress people at work.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, back to this. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I got Atlanta winning this one 28-24. Key factor in this one, Chris Godwin is, I think, out for the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
so,
I had to drop him.
Godwin is out for the season. Which is
so that's going to be a big hit for them. Give me the Falcons over the Bucks 28-24. And I'm hoping to get another good game from Mr. Bijan Robinson from Texas, who got himself a nice 100-yard game last week. Hoping for another one this week.
Yeah. The Bucks are playing on a short week, and they will be without both of their receivers. So, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, they're gone. I had to drop Chris Godwin in one of my leagues, and it sucks because he was my number 1 receiver for the past 8 weeks or 7 weeks or so. It's unfortunate. But I did pick up McMillan, who is the Bucks' new, I believe, number one receiver now. Jalen McMillan, I want to say his name is.
Jalen McMillan, yeah.
That will really challenge this offense. The defense is also coming off of a horrible showing against the Ravens on Monday
Seahawks.
night.
Ravens and the Falcons came back against Seahawks, so both of them
I
have had really
think-
bad defenses.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going with the Falcons here. I don't think Baker Mayfield's going to do much of anything this time around. I am going with the better team with Kirk Cousins and Bijan Robinson from Texas. Welcome, Horns. Yeah, I'm going with the Falcons 28-24 over Tampa Bay.
My best bet for this game is Bijan Robinson over rushing and receiving yards.
Ooh.
They're going to run all
All
over
right.
this. They're going to run all over. If Derrick Henry could break off a 61-yard run against the Buccaneers, Bijan's going to have a field day.
For sure.
He already had a great game last time around, so.
Hold on. This comment right here. I'll have you speak about Spaceballs.
Yes.
Balls.
Hey, Romy, that's you. Fat fuck.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the 4 o'clock slate of games, we got the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is at SoFi. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Chargers are 7-point favorites.
7.5 on Yahoo, and on the Hard Rock, it is 7.
Referee for this game is
Allen.
Back.
And calling this game on Fox, Chris Myers and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez.
Yep, that sounds about right. The Saints are definitely a butt fumble right now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yes, those Saints started 2-0. They tore the hell out of the Cowboys in week 2. But then ever since then, they've lost 5 games in a row. I have no idea. I have no idea what the hell is going wrong in New Orleans, except that they better right the ship, or they're just going to just sink, and they're heading toward Los Angeles. Long trip over there to the sunny state of California. And I believe that the Chargers are going to give the Saints the 6th loss in a row.
Yep.
How long
And it's going to be just like back in the 70s when people were wearing the paper bags and saying New Orleans Aints.
I was
Aints.
just about to say that. How long until they are the Aints again?
Yeah, it looks like it ain't going to be too much longer. Give me the Chargers over those Aints 28-20, and go ahead and give me the Terminator.
And now go Chargers, go.
Go Chargers, go indeed. Saints are a mess right now. Injuries have decimated this team. Derek Carr is most likely out for this one, which will be a problem. It's going to be Spencer Rattler once again. He has just been, let's just say, not impressive. Right, Elsie?
I can't. Here's the thing, though. Hold the horses on Spencer Rattler. He has talent. His offensive line sucks. Let's be honest here. His offensive line is garbage.
That's fair.
Garbage.
That's fair. The Chargers are injured at receiver, but this will be about their run game. I think J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards will find a way to get things going. Defense will carry them to victory here as well. They bounce back from their Monday night loss. I am going with the Chargers to win pretty convincingly, 27-10. Give me the Chargers. Arnold?
And now go Chargers, go.
Make it 3 in a row. The Saints right now have the PFF worst offensive line in the league. Yes, worse than Carolina. Yes, worse than Cleveland. Yes, worse than many others, but worse than New England. But the thing is, it's not really their fault. They're injured to hell and back, and they're playing guys that should belong in the UFL. Let's be honest here. these are not NFL caliber offensive linemen, and Spencer Rattler has literally have to literally to play with the fire lit in his ass because literally he can't get any kind of space in the pocket.
He's Patrick Mahomes
They
on
also-
Timu.
Yeah, he's Patrick Mahomes on Timu. The problem also is the receivers are hurting for the Saints. They're also going to be without the receivers once again, which is going to be a big problem. Olave is the only one that has a chance of starting, but everyone else still is hurt. But the Chargers are going to rebound after their terrible loss on Monday Night Football, where they have only converted 5 field goals, and J.K. Dobbins did not look like himself. I think that that's why I picked the Cardinals on my point spread, because the Cardinals actually played a really impressive defensive game. I don't expect the Chargers to slump 2 weeks in a row, especially at home. They were on the road. They're coming back home. They're going to win against New Orleans Saints. My final score is going to be Chargers 30, Saints 17. Go ahead, make it 3 times the charm for the Terminator.
And now go Chargers, go.
All right. Next game on the list we have is the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. This game is in Seattle, and the Bills, from what I'm seeing right here, are 3-point favorites.
Yep, they're 3-point favorites on Yahoo and 3 points on the Yahoo Sports app.
Referee for this game is
Ron Torbert.
Oh, by the way, before I mention that, lowest ticketed price for the Saints and Chargers is $35. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Calling this game on Fox, we have is Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady. Lowest ticketed price for this game, $152.
Alex, go ahead and play a soundbite for me because this is my game of the week.
Really?
Ah.
This is my game of the week. Why? As very simply put, these are 2 good offenses going at it. The Seahawks, they did struggle against the 49ers, but now they found their groove against a good Atlanta Falcons defense, and now they welcome in the Buffalo Bills here, who have played a really good game against the Tennessee Titans. Now, this series is interesting because I forgot to mention the Chargers were leading 7-6 overall in the series, but then the Bills-Seahawks, the Seahawks actually lead this series 8-6. So they're very closely related here. The Bills have had some trouble in Seattle. Their last time they played in Buffalo, they lost, but that was all the way back in 2016. This is their first time playing in 8 years, and the Bills usually don't play in Seattle very often. But 2 of the last 3 before that game, they won by convincing margins. I think Seattle will keep it close, but in the end of the day, I think that the Buffalo Bills will get the job done. And, I forgot to mention, the reason why there's so many matchups is because they used to play in the AFC. They used to play when the Seahawks were in the AFC. So,
Yep.
I think that the Bills right now are the best team in the AFC East. They have a big margin, and I think they got the AFC East locked up as long as they don't mess up here. I think Seattle will make it close. This will be an offensive shootout. This will be a big fight between both teams, but I expect the Buffalo Bills and the more complete offense to get the job done in Seattle. My final score is going to be Seahawks 24, 34, 37, 34. Give me the Buffalo Bills just to cover right at the point spread and launch the Bills.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
And nobody
Because nobody
wagon
There goes the wagons.
like
the
Buffalo
Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Yes, that is correct.
Indeed.
I like
yeah,
the Birchwood Vampires comment as well. That's a good point.
Josh, that's a very interesting statistic that Vampires got there. Josh Allen, the turnover machine, hasn't thrown a pick all season.
That'll change.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. It may happen in this game here, but I see this a very close game. I can see why LC has this as his game of the week because 2 great offenses getting together. Buffalo's heading to Seattle. Geno Smith is doing all right, but I gotta go with Buffalo. And it looks like Amari Cooper is kind of getting settled in there.
Yeah, yep,
Mhm.
it definitely is.
Getting some connection with Josh Allen right there. Uh, Even though the Seahawks are going to make him work for it, I am taking the Bills to win this one. Give me the Bills over the Seahawks, 30-26, and now it's the Bills.
Yeah.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because nobody.
Nobody
circles the
circles
wagon.
the say Bills.
Okay, Buffalo Bills. You got it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's too quick.
This is a long, tough road trip for the Bills. Seahawks can score on anybody, which will be a challenge to the Bills' defense. But I think the Bills' offense will really get it going here, like Vampire Luke has said. Josh Allen has not thrown an interception this year, so look for a lot of points with the Bills coming away with a victory thanks to a late Josh Allen touchdown pass, preferably to Amari Cooper, his new favorite target, or possibly Mac Hollins. We'll see. But regardless, I have the Bills getting the job done over the Seahawks. 34-28, possibly in overtime. We shall see. But regardless,
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
because nobody.
These circles the wagons like the
like the
Buffalo Bills.
All right. Third time's the charm.
Right.
Moving on to the next game we have is the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. This game is in Washington. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Bears are 3-point favorites. Ooh.
Let me see. The Bears and the Washington. Interesting enough at this game. 2.5 on Hard Rock and 2.5 on the Yahoo Sports. So it actually went down a little bit.
Oh, damn. Okay. Referee for this game is?
Referee for Bears and Redskins is going to be your favorite shoe wear.
Cleat.
Cleats.
Cleat Blakeman. And calling this game on CBS, we have Jim Nance and Tony Romo.
Yes, the CBS game of the week. They actually flexed this game to be
They
a
did.
4 o'clock game.
Lowest ticket price, $110 for this.
And
So
that makes
sounds about right. So this was supposed to be a game highlighting the number 1 overall pick in Caleb Williams representing the Bears versus the number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels, representing the Washington Redskins. But unfortunately, Jaden Daniels has a rib injury and his availability is in serious doubt. That would mean Marcus Mariota, the former
Marcus
Heisman Trophy winner from the University of Oregon, will be getting the start. Without Daniels, the pick is the Bears since they have the much better defense. And I think Caleb Williams will continue to show improvement. I'm going with the Bears. The Bears to beat the Commanders. Final score 24-10.
Yes, I agree with
Same score as
everything.
Luke.
I agree with everything that Alex has said right there. Jaden Daniels, he's still my pick for offensive rookie of the year.
Same.
But but of course he's hurt a little bit. Hopefully he won't be out too long because I just love how this kid is playing. I just love watching this guy play, leading that Commanders offense. He's just that awesome. But I believe that the Bears are just going to be a little bit better this go around. I'm taking the Bears over the Commanders by a score of 27-21.
This matchup has completely made me scratch my head because Washington leads the overall series 27-25-1. Bears won last time in Washington last year, 40-20, even though Washington won in Chicago last time, 12-7. So honestly, these two teams have played each other pretty competitively. So honestly, I'm not sure who I'm going to pick because don't count on Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota actually had a really good game against Carolina. But you know what it's time for, Alex? When
What's
I'm
that?
not sure who to pick,
Oh,
time
you're
to
what?
decide.
Oh, yes. Let fate decide.
It's my coin flip game of the week.
Uh-huh.
It's my coin flip game of the week. Honestly, this is one I was scratching out. Washington leads the overall series 27-5, 25-12. And I think, let me make sure. 27, 25-1. So this is nearly a dead even series. Both these teams have split the last two matchups. I'm not sure it'll go, especially with Mark. Even though Jane Daniels is out, they still have a really good offense. This is my coin flip game of the week. So number one AR Platinum Nasty number one is going to be Caleb Williams because he was the number one overall pick. And the back is AR for heads for Washington Redskins. So who wants to count me down?
I'll get you here. Go flip it in 3, 2, 1. Baba Booey.
Booey.
And with the coin flips result is the Bears. Get the job done.
Uh-huh.
The
Final
Bears.
score 24-21. Give me the Bears.
All right, next game on the docket. Oh, this one's going to be an interesting one. Kansas City Chiefs, Las Vegas Raiders. This game is in Vegas. Chiefs are 10-point favorites.
Yeah, they are 10-point favorites on both books.
Referee for this game is
Adrian Hill.
Calling this game on CBS, we have Kevin Harlan and Trent Green. Lowest ticketed price, $340.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's Kansas City going to Las Vegas. They're going to be expensive. And the Raiders were the last team to beat Kansas City.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I don't think that is I don't think it's going to happen this week. I'll tell you this much right now. The Chiefs are on the road for second straight week, but the Raiders have injury issues at quarterback. Minshew Mania brother
is back.
Who was benched 2 weeks ago is back in for the injured AOC, not the hot piece of ass senator from New York, congresswoman from New York, excuse me, but Aiden O'Connell because he has a thumb injury, I believe.
Yes, it's a thumb injury. So, 4 to 6 weeks.
Unfortunately, Minshew will struggle against a good Kansas City defense. The Chiefs offense will do enough to get a tough road victory. They will stay in it. I think the Raiders will stay in it, but at the end of the day, I got the Chiefs winning this one, 24-10. Or 24-17. Give me Kansas City. This is actually my point spread game of the week. 24-17. Chiefs win, but Raiders cover.
You know what's hilarious? We actually have the same score for this game. You have the exact same score.
Really?
Chiefs lead the overall series 73-55-2.
Whoa.
Minshew Mania brother will try and make this close, but honestly, this is the Chiefs to win, especially with now acquiring DeAndre Hopkins from the Tennessee Titans.
Right.
That is going to be a huge asset. I think he will have a great game. And the Chiefs get by. They squeak by. I think Raiders make it close. They go up early, but then Kansas City comes back and gets the job done, especially because every time they play in Las Vegas, the Chiefs have won. My final score is going to be Chiefs 24, Raiders 17. Exact same score as Alex.
Look at that.
Wow. All right. Well, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins coming from the Titans over to the Chiefs. That is pretty huge news right there, especially for a Chiefs offense whose receivers has just been beaten, battered, and bruised, and just turned inside out every which way. Yeah, I hear you. And Kareem Hunt back with the Chiefs had a pretty good game last week. So now with DeAndre Hopkins, I don't know if he's going to share the wealth with Hopkins and Worthy or Kelsey, But it doesn't really matter because it's the Chiefs. It's Patrick Mahomes,
Yep. East Texas boy.
our East Texas boy. I'm going to go ahead, just take the Chiefs over those Raiders, 33-24.
All right, last game on the 4 o'clock slate is a rematch of Super Bowl 50.
That's right.
It is the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. This game is in Denver at Mile High. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Broncos are 10-point favorites.
Yep, 10 points on both. Yep, double digits.
Double
they
digits.
Were originally. Yeah, it's actually crazy because the Broncos were originally 6.5-point favorites originally. Man, I wish I got the Broncos to 6.5.
Interesting. Referee for this game is
Alex Kemp.
Did you see that video I sent you on was it Instagram?
Yeah, I did. Yep. Yeah, honestly, the referee play is honestly crazy though.
Something to look into for sure.
No, I agree.
Calling this game on CDS we have is Chris Lewis and Jason McCourty.
Okay, yeah.
And the lowest ticketed price for this game, $114.
And that sounds about right.
Surprising because, it's the worst team in the league. Panthers are an absolute disgrace. I agree 100% with you, Vampire Luke. They are playing consecutive road games, and they just haven't played well for the past month. Ever since they beat the Raiders, they have not looked the same. And they just have not looked good at all whatsoever. The Broncos, on the other hand, they have played well, are coming off a Thursday night blowout against the Saints, so they will be rested. So take that into good measure. So look for the Broncos defense and the run game to win this one easily for Denver. I got the Broncos 24-10 over Carolina.
Wow. That's actually insane to think about because
it's
what's crazy about this game? You know what's crazy about this game? This series? I mean, Denver leads the overall series, but Carolina has never won in Denver. Just like Eagles have never won in Cincinnati, Carolina has never won in Denver.
Never, ever.
Never, ever.
Never, ever.
They've had 3 chances and they've never won. And I expect that trend to continue. Andy Dolan, though, was actually involved in a car crash over the course.
That's true. So Bryce Young is going to start.
Thank goodness no one was hurt. It could be a possibility that Bryce Young starts.
He is starting because Andy Dalton has a thumb injury.
Yeah. Bryce Young's back in it. That's hilarious. Bryce Young is back in it. Yeah, it's not going to go very well, especially with the Broncos getting Patrick Surtain II back, PS2 back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's going to lock down any Panthers receiver. They're going to have no chance, and the Panthers are going to rely on the run, which is going to get swallowed up by the Broncos defense. This game is going to be an absolute disaster, and it sucks as a 4 o'clock game, but still. Panthers are going to win. They're going to look bad. I don't think the Panthers will win. I'm sorry. Broncos are going to win convincingly. Panthers are going to be on a one-trip trade to having a number 1 overall pick again this upcoming year, which would be crazy because it could be possibly the third time having the number 1 pick in 3 years in a row. Well, actually, because the Panthers are technically the worst team in 2022, 2023, and they'll be the worst team again in 2024. So it could be the first time 3 years that a team is the worst team in the league.
But they have the.
They will have the number 1 pick this year because they did not have it last year because they traded with the Bears.
The Bears,
okay. With the Bears.
But they will probably have it this year. But still, give me the Broncos to win this game convincingly. Being up Bryce Young, and it's not going to be close. Final score 37-5. Broncos
Lord.
Defense shuts down the Panthers. Actually, no, 37-6. 1 point. 37-6. Broncos. I think the Panthers might score less points than the Browns this week. Just being honest.
That's possible. Definitely possible.
I got Carolina having a little bit more, but not too much to overcome the Broncos because that ain't going to happen. I'm just going to make this short. Give me the Broncos over the Panthers by a score of 31-20.
Yeah, this is pretty obvious for all of us. Bryce
Yeah.
Young.
Yeah.
Bryce Young back.
Mm-mm-mm.
It
Is that
sucks
it?
because he can't be traded now.
Yeah.
They were considering for
Mhm.
trade bait, but I don't think they will. I think that they're going to do what they did with Anthony Bennett in the NBA. Just let him go.
Just let him walk.
Yeah, let him go. Just let him go. Let's cut him after his contract. Like, even though it's a rookie deal, just take the loss and just let him leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a smart deal.
Yeah.
Are we ready for Sunday night?
I think we're ready for Sunday night.
Is it time for Sunday night football?
It is time for Sunday Night Football.
Sunday night football, NBC. Check your local listings as it is the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. This game is in Santa Clara. And from what I'm seeing right here, the 49ers are 4-point favorites.
Let me see. 4-point favorites.
What's going on, Snowman?
Yep. On Hard Rock. Yep. 4-point favorites on both of them.
All right. Referee for this game is.
Referee is going to be Bill Vinovich.
And calling this game on NBC, you know who it is. It is Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. Lowest ticketed price for this game, $182. Believe it or not.
I'm surprised it's that low for this game. I'm honestly surprised it's that low.
I am too, honestly. We all know the rules. Save Tiny Tim for last.
Yes, we
LC,
have to.
let's hear what you got to say.
Alrighty, since you're going to save me for the last game, so that's honestly
true.
fair. But the 49ers lead the overall series 2019. The one the Cowboys have lost 3 in a row to the 49ers. And the Cowboys, it's been a rough time for them. Honestly, they were lucky to beat the Steelers in week 5. They got humbled back to reality in week 6. They had a bye last week. And now they play a 49ers team that just doesn't have much going for them offensively. Christian McCaffrey's still hurt. Jebo Samuel had to go to the hospital for pneumonia, which is actually crazy to think about. And just injuries all pound. There's also a chance that gunshot victim Ricky Pearsall could make his debut on Sunday Night Football. It's crazy to think about. But the thing is, though, I think that the 49ers are the better team here, and I honestly think that the Niners just all have an overall better defense. The problem is the Cowboys just don't – you don't know what you're going to expect, especially on Sunday Night Football. They do play better on prime time compared to other teams.
They do.
But honestly, though, the Niners, this is a must-win for them because Niners lose this game, they're going to be in trouble in the NFC West, man. That would be 5 losses in a row. We did do Chargers Saints already.
Yep, we all said Chargers unanimously.
But
Yeah.
the Niners and the Cowboys will be a tough game. But honestly, I think the Niners will get the job done. I think Dallas will cover, but I think San Francisco will get the job done in a low-scoring affair. Exact same score as their game a few weeks ago, 20-17. But this time, Niners get the job done with a late touchdown to Ricky Pearsall. I think he gets a game-winning touchdown. And the Niners win 20-17. Yep.
Interesting. Okay. We'll see. Cowboys are coming off of the bye week, while the 49ers will have, with all their injuries, are in need of one desperately. This San Francisco team, let's be honest, they are an absolute mess. Debo is hurt. Ayuk is hurt. Their number one receiver.
Ayuk's out for the season.
Ayuk is out for the season. Their number one receiver as of right now got shot in the chest 2 months ago. So yeah, they're an absolute mess. Well, I don't know, absolute mess, but they are in terms of like injuries, they're a mess. Cowboys were blown out the last time out while the 49ers lost at home to the Chiefs. This game, I'm honestly not really too sure who to go with. So, let's decide.
Ooh, coin flip
For
time.
Sunday Night Football, I'm doing the coin flip. Believe it or not. So, yeah. Heads will be Dallas for This is JFK, and then Bald Eagle, American Eagle will be San Francisco. So who wants to count me down? Have at it.
3,
All right, we'll go 3,
2,
2, 1.
Baba.
Baba Booey.
I'm a boy. Give me 49ers.
Hey.
Give me San Francisco 23-20.
Wow.
San
So pretty much
Francisco.
right near my score.
All right. You heard what I had to say. You heard what LC had to say. Mr. Tiny Tim, it is now your turn to come on.
All right, my friends. I did a little research last couple of days talking about Dak Prescott against the 49ers in the regular season. Now he's been a part of 4 games. One of them he did not play because he was injured. That was 2020. First game was in 2016, his rookie year, week 4. Dallas won that one 24-17. Dak went 23 of 32 for 245 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2 sacks, and a passer rating of 114.7. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Next game was the very next year, 2017, week 7. Dallas dominated that game 40-10. In that game, Dak went 16 of 25 for 234 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a passer rating of 134.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, 2020, week 15, Dak didn't play because he had an injury.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, last year was in week 5 when the Niners tore the Cowboys up 42-10. Dak went 14 of 24 for 153 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and was sacked 3 times. Don't think I forgot to get a passer rating on that one. But of course, twice in the playoffs, that's a totally different story. 2021 wild card. San Francisco 23, Dallas 17. He goes 23 of 43 for 254 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but he got sacked 5 times with a passer rating of 67.4. Then in the 2022 divisional round, the 49ers beat the Cowboys 19-12. Dak went 23 of 37 for 206 yards, only 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 1 sack, and a rating of 63.6. But as we mentioned, the 49ers have their own problems right now.
Mm-hmm.
Two of their best receivers are hurt. They're starting to be like the walking wounded. And I hear there is a slight possibility, very slight possibility, that 11 from heaven could come back. Michael Parsons. There's a slight possibility there. Unfortunately, we're going to be without DeMarcus Lawrence for a little bit while longer. But hopefully, a CD has got. I would see a CD making at least 1 touchdown. Brandon Cooks is out, so we got to bring in Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, and Kavante Turpin. Bring those guys in, pass the ball around a little bit. Obviously, as we all know, the Cowboys can't run the ball. I don't know if they even have a running identity. They should have never brought back Zeke Elliott. And
he's just collecting a paycheck. That's it.
Right. And why the hell Dalvin Cook is on the practice squad, I have no idea.
Wait, he's just on the practice squad? He's not actually on the roster?
Dalvin Cook is on the practice squad. They need to get him up onto the main roster. Activate Dalvin Cook, for God's sakes.
Okay, Jerry.
And it seems like and they can't run the ball, they can't stop the run, but well, in Dallas, the only thing that runs is Jerry's mouth.
Yep.
So, but given the fact that the 49ers are a little beaten and bruised, I kind of got a good feeling on this one. In fact, Alex, I feel so good. Sound the alarm.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew
Had
it.
a feeling.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys did because I see the Cowboys winning this one. And the hero that wins this game will be probably the Cowboys' best player, Brandon Aubrey, and he's a kicker for God's sakes. He makes 50s and 60-yard field goals in his sleep.
Did you? I don't know if you heard the news. He actually got called in for jury duty, so there's a possibility he might miss this game.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
look up the news. I swear.
I have not seen anything here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, he got called into jury duty.
Hold the phone. And speaking of jury duty, I got called.
Oh. Actually, I don't know if he's actually going to be. He might be playing, but he missed practice. He missed practice today.
Missed practice during the jury duty.
I guess I got.
What? That is
Jury duty. You got to do it, man.
Yep, I go in. It's this coming Monday morning. So, well, anyway.
Anyways,
of course, 49ers, even though they're so decimated, they're going to give it everything they got. But in the end, I see the Cowboys winning by a late field goal, whether it is Aubrey or not. Give me the Cowboys 27-24. Give me the coach and give me some glory hole.
How about them Cowboys?
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
Glory Hole Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Glory Hole Jones. Hey, that's a new nickname. I like that.
Glory Hole Jones. All right. Last game on the list. It's LC's game as it is.
Yes, it is.
New Jersey Giants against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game is in Pittsburgh, and from what I am seeing right here, Steelers are 6.5-point favorites.
Yes, we are.
Is that on both?
Let me
books?
see on both books. Actually, there was actually a discrepancy because on Yahoo it's 6.5, and on Hard Rock it's actually 6.
Referee for this game is
going to be Scott Novak.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead on commentary. Is there a Manning cast? I really don't know.
There is. It's the last one, I think, until week 11.
Last one until week 11. Okay.
Yep, this is the last one for a while. So.
And the lowest ticketed price, $123. We all know the rules. Save LC for last. Tim, who you got in this one? Giants and Steelers.
This is basically a no-brainer. This is no shot in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
There's no right brain or left brain thinking on this one.
Yep.
The Giants are just terrible.
Terrible.
Steelers are pretty darn good.
5-2.
Not really much to say on this one, except I'm taking the Steelers by a score of 31-13. And LC, you're going to love this. I'm not only taking the Steelers, but I'm locking them up.
This is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
I apologize. There actually is another one next week, but after that it's week 11. So I got 2. But after this week, there's only 4 weeks left and then they have nothing until the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
Steelers country, let's weld.
Yeah.
Steelers country, let's weld. Steelers country, let's weld. That's what it is, right? That's what he's saying now, I think.
I thought it was let's ride.
Let's weld. They're in Steelers.
Oh. Hey, I love it though. So
Russell Wilson gets his second start after winning his first on Sunday night, and he gets to face a team that is banged up and struggling. It's the perfect opponent to keep him undefeated as the starter. Giants have offensive issues, which the defense of the Steelers will exploit. Russell Wilson will go 2-0, and the Steelers will move to 6-2 as the Steelers roll past the New Jersey Giants. Final score 27-18. Give me the Steelers wave the towels, and yeah. All right. You heard what I had to say. You heard what Tiny Tim had to say. Now it's your turn. LC Muscles to
send it off. Cool. This is the last game of the week, and you get to end on me, which is actually pretty cool. I get to end on the solo one. Giants and Steelers. Steelers have won 4 of the last 5 games, including last time they played in 2020, where we dominated the Giants by 10 on the road. This series has been interesting. The Giants, it does concern me because they did get one of their wins in 2008 against the Steelers, but then that was also the same time the Steelers went to the Super Bowl that year. But I think that the Giants this time, however, are just not a very good team. They lost 28-3, and they really didn't look like Giants against the Eagles. They looked
like the little Giants.
They looked like dwarfs.
The movie.
Yep, God, don't get me started with that movie. But Russell Wilson, honestly, I had my doubts on that Sunday night game. I was hoping for the best, but you know what? He played really well, and I was very excited about it. It looks like he has some great chemistry with George Pickens, and I think the Steelers will ride this momentum too. Go into the bye week at 6-2. I'll be watching this game, and I'm very excited for it. I think this should be our 3rd sweat-free game in a row. We really don't have to worry about getting a heart attack possibly from watching a Steelers game because of how close it is. Hey, I'm excited, though, because, man, I needed this as a Steelers fan. After seeing some close games early on this season, we finally get ourselves some easy games. And then we go into the bye week next week, which will be nice. So it'll be more stress-free football for me. So I'm hoping I could just continue this sweat-free momentum as we keep going forward. I think the Steelers will get the job done and will take this on convincingly. My best bet for the game is going to be Najee Harris over rushing and receiving yards. I'm not sure what the exact line is yet. They haven't posted yet, but still. Take rushing, receiving yards. He's already at 66.5. He's already hit this last 2 games, and I expect him to continue. I think he's been on a roll, and it's crazy to even think about. Our backup center was still really good, even though we lost our best offensive lineman, Zach Frazier, who is a top 4 center in the league. I think having him sit this game and not play, then having him come back against Washington in a few weeks will be better.
That's a smart move.
So, I think that's the move right now. I think Russell Wilson will cook the dwarfs up pretty well. Steeler country, let's ride to ourselves to another big win. And we're also wearing our color rush jerseys, which we only have 2 losses in those color rush jerseys. So, and one more other fact is Tomlin has a fantastic record on Monday Night Football, especially at home. I think he's only lost once at home on Monday Night Football, which is insane to think.
Just once.
Yeah. He has a great track record on Monday Night Football games at home, especially with the color rush jerseys. I think the Steelers will get the job done. My final score is going to be Steelers 31, Giants 13. I think this is a sweat-free game. Giants, Daniel Jones will get a late touchdown. But honestly, I think we're going to be able to shut down Malik Neighbors and any of the Giants players, and we're going to get our job done. Steelers get the job done 31-13. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Let's get ourselves a big win, go into the bye week healthy and safe, and just be smart. Tomlin, don't do anything stupid. I know you can do well on Monday Night Football. Just keep the trend going. And I want to hear from my Tomlin, actually, because
we do not care.
Doesn't care what people think about him.
Nope.
He's going to do what thinks he's best for the team. And right now, he made a great. Justin Wilson, Justin Fields, maybe the future, but Russell Wilson right now
It's the present.
He's the present. Gary, be quiet.
Right.
My time's over.
And there we go. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for Painting Game Pick'ems week number 8. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, I will not be streaming the Dolphins game because I will be in Jacksonville enjoying stress-free football because I don't have to worry about the Dolphins. So I hope they win. I hope they win. I hope that reverse psychology works in my favor.
You know what's crazy? My brother's actually going to the Dolphins-Cardinals game.
Oh.
My brother's actually got tickets for the game. His buddy got tickets, so.
Well, very nice. Very nice. Tiny Tim, I saw you posted it there. It's a Fantasy Football Fever.
Yeah, that's right. Fantasy Football Fever with me, John Natale, and John Flynn. Tuesdays, 10:45 Eastern, 9:45 Central. YouTube.com/TJM3774. That's the information you need. We got your sits, we got your starts, we got your studs, you got your duds, you got your sleepers, and everything in between.
Subscribe.
So, please subscribe. Spread the word. Check us out.
And tell them Pizzle sent you.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. And LC, we'll see you next week, I guess.
Yep, you'll see me next week.
And we'll see each and every single one of you guys next week as well. So, for LC Muscles 28, for Tiny Tim, this is A Pizzle saying peace out and fins up. Baby! We'll see you guys next week for week number 9. Number 9.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Get this win.
Number 9.
Let's go. Let's take down those 49ers. Let's get back to our winning ways. Go, Cowboys. Take care, everybody. Love you.
I don't have a towel. We'll see you next week. See ya.